10 Red Flags of Infidelity. Infidelity is a difficult and painful experience that can have lasting repercussions. Being aware of the signs that may indicate your partner is cheating on you can help you recognize if there is infidelity in your relationship and take steps to address it. How to find out if your partner is cheating on you. Here are some potential red flags that may signal a partner's unfaithfulness. Number 1. They become distant or withdraw from conversations about the future of the relationship. If your partner doesn't seem interested in discussing the future, where you stand, how things are going, and so on, this could be a sign they're not invested in staying with you for the long term. Number 2. They become increasingly protective of their phone or laptop use. If your partner suddenly starts keeping their cell phone out of sight or stops leaving it unlocked, this could be a sign that something is not quite right. It's also worth noting, if your partner suddenly starts using new social media accounts, or messaging apps, that were not previously used in the relationship. Number 3. They become more critical than usual when talking about other people or relationships in general. If your partner seems to have unduly harsh opinions about other people who are in relationships, this could be an indication they are not happy with their own situation, and may even be looking for an escape from yours as well. Number 4. Their overall demeanor changes without explanation. They may seem happier than usual, but also more irritable or aloof than normal at times too. These kinds of sudden changes in behavior can often point towards infidelity, especially if they don't seem willing to discuss why these changes are occurring, or what might be causing them beyond just being tired. Number 5. They start dressing differently or taking more time to look good before they leave the house, especially if they are wearing clothes you have not seen before. Clothes can tell us a lot about someone's intentions. When it comes to infidelity, sudden changes like styling hair differently, wearing perfume when not usually worn, and changing up wardrobe choices can all be potential signs that something is not quite right within a relationship, especially if these changes start happening without explanation or discussion beforehand. Number 6. They become more secretive about where they go and what they do outside of work hours, commitments, even more so than usual, that is lying about plans. If your partner suddenly becomes much less transparent about where they're spending their time, when away from home, or even making up excuses for why they can't tell you, this could potentially signify some kind of hidden agenda on their part, which could include seeing someone else behind your back. Number 7. Low self-esteem is another common symptom associated with infidelity. They start talking negatively about themselves. Self-esteem issues arise out of nowhere, even if nothing has changed recently. If your partner seems unusually down on themselves lately despite no major life changes occurring, or if any recent changes haven't been particularly negative, then this should raise a few red flags worth investigating further. Number 8. They make excuses for why you shouldn't join them when going out, suddenly wanting privacy during certain activities, for example, going to lunch with coworkers. This is another sign that could potentially point towards something amiss within a relationship. While everyone needs space now and again, sudden requests for privacy when normally quite open could suggest something else entirely. Number 9. They start uncharacteristically blaming, accusing, criticizing you as well as others around them, for small issues and mistakes. Deflection tactics increase drastically without explanation. Blame shifting is unfortunately common in infidelity cases. Rather than being honest about what's really bothering them, Many people will attempt to redirect attention away from themselves by shifting blame onto others, including those closest to them, such as partners or family members. Number 10. You notice strange financial activity on credit cards and bank statements, money disappearing without any clear explanation. Last but certainly not least is financial activity, especially unexpected withdrawals made without prior notification or consent from both parties involved in a relationship. Unusual charges appearing on bank statements should always warrant further investigation into whether there's anything suspicious going on behind the scenes here. Why it is important to pay attention to red flags. Even if none of these signs apply directly to your situation right now doesn't mean everything is okay, it simply means a further investigation into potential infidelity should begin sooner rather than later. Pay attention to any red flags present and investigate further until satisfied with answers given by one's partner, before reaching any conclusions regarding their fidelity level within the relationship itself. Remember, trust goes both ways. If you want to discover more about yourself, please subscribe, like, share and hit the bell icon.